Welcome back to the Old Sun Sports Talk Show. The Old Sun Sports Talk Show has a very special guest on today. He is Mr. Robert West of the Making a Difference Coalition. The Making a Difference Coalition is putting on once again an awesome event in Cape Henlopen High School, Delaware. They are putting on the Ballers Classic. It's a number of teams from Maryland, DC, Delaware, Virginia, or Maryland, DC, Delaware, all throughout the region. It's a really great event, and Rob's gonna. I can't wait to hear Rob tell us more about it. So, welcome to the show, sir. How are you doing?
Appreciate you, man. Well, first of all, Make a Difference Coalition advocates for our youth and young adults to pursue post grad education. In that journey, what we've done is we've had a couple of talks around the table with our core guys, and we came up with this event called the Ballers Classic. And all of our guys are near and dear, and the ladies in the program, we love basketball. Yeah. We love supporting our youth and young adults, not just in Delaware, on the Eastern Shore as well, Maryland. You guys have great talent. We have great talent. Sure. And, we always wondered, like, beyond the Governor's Challenge, when do we have the opportunity to see our best of the best play your best of the best?
No, it's a really cool expo that's going on.
Yeah. So it's a pretty good deal, and we're excited to be able to put it on, and we're fired up because officially, as of last week, we have every top guy and gal from 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade from Maryland and Delaware registered, locked and loaded, ready to roll.
Very cool. Good stuff. So the rosters will be unveiled soon?
Absolutely. So every other day they've been coming out. We're at the tail end. Maryland North will be revealed tomorrow. But, hey, listen, man, if you want to talk about that roster and what it looks like, we can do that today.
All right, cool. We'll get to that in 1 second. Just what's the date and time again?
Okay, so it's March 25th at Cape Henlopen High School.
March
the first
25th
tip-off starts at 9:45 a.m., and the last game should end around 5:45, 6 o'clock. But beyond that, basketball, again, we want to sell the mission of who we are and what we advocate for. So we have a vendors expo happening in the lobby of Cape Henlopen simultaneously at 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. An eclectic group of vendors that are going to have information, resources, and be able to open up their networking database to help impact and affect and give things to the community and to our kids that can impact them immediately. So we got some good stuff happening.
Yeah, up to like 20 I guess I'll let the cat out of the bag. I'm planning on having an Old Sun Sports booth at the vendor at the classic.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, man. We support you. We love what you do. You're getting after it. You're digging your heels in. You're helping these kids get exposure.
Yeah.
And you're giving them an opportunity that
love the media side of thing because it helps the kids get the exposure that they need and deserve.
Absolutely. We like it, man.
All right, cool. So tell us a little bit about. Let's talk a little bit about more how. Tell us a little bit the backstory. How did you find the Making a Difference Coalition? Real quick question.
Oh man, so me and my partner AJ. AJ is he's a thinker. He's always thinking outside of the box, and he had this idea originally. I don't know if it was called Making a Difference Coalition, but it was something that he just wanted to do. He wanted to get out there. He wanted to help kids. He wanted to help our community and try to put something healthy in the atmosphere. Yeah. And, me and him sat down and talked, and we talked about his successes and his failures of attempting to try to birth something like this and what it is now. And we put our heads together and we kind of navigated the space step by step. And it has become what it is today, which is a great program that allows us to be able to host events, raise money for our community, raise money for our kids, and be able to give back equitable gifts and scholarships throughout the year. We're excited about, when more funds come in, what we can do for Maryland kids and what we can do for Delaware kids as well.
Yeah, for sure. So, it's all about the resources. You're absolutely right. Good stuff. So, tell us. We'll circle back to the rosters. Tell us a bit about like who's going to be in the house, who's going to be playing, and like who are some of the stars of the show.
I can tell you, like, that's from our South team. The rosters are limited this year. We want to give our kids more time to play
Yeah,
and more time to
I
showcase
noticed
themselves.
you cut the rotation a little bit. It's like
Yeah, so
eight
the
nine
roster
kids a
used to be
team,
12 players. Now we're down to 10 players on the boys squad.
10 a team. That's the good number, I think.
10 a team. We're running the shot clock. We got the 4 10-minute quarters. We're gonna we got referees from Maryland, referees from Delaware, trying to keep it fair and balanced. Some of the stars in the house from the Maryland side are coming from some of the most prestigious schools in the South: Decatur, High, Bennett,
yeah,
Parkside. Like you got Snow Hill, you got Washington. We got all of these great schools.
yeah,
Unfortunately, with any great sport, the one thing that we always talk about that unfortunately some kids do get snubbed, right? Some
yeah.
kids don't make the list.
It's on.
Does that mean they're not good? No, we
No,
still
of
think
course
those
not.
kids are exceptional. We still think those kids are exceptional. But with creating a 10-person roster from the Bayside South, as you call it,
Yeah,
that's extremely hard.
it is. There's the Bayside South's pretty loaded this year.
Oh
Bennett's
my God! They're loaded.
Wycomico's at the top of the polls for most of the state polls. Formal and informal have Wycomico at the top of the polls. Stephen Decatur just knocked off Wycomico,
I like Stephen Decatur.
Bennett can beat Decatur, so it's a 3-horse race really. And Washington's really good in the 1A this year. Snow Hill's really good in the 1A this year. Pocono always always Pocono.
Awesome. Yep.
It's
Yeah.
it's a good Bayside South this year.
Yeah. So basically, what we've tried to do, and just so your listeners know and are educated on how we do it, we have a selecting team, and they pick organically the best of the best. We do like 15 to 20 registrations. They dumb it down to 10, and what they're trying to do is collectively come up with not only the best team, but often the most cohesive squad.
Yeah. So you want to
So
be the general manager, so to say, kind of like actually put the pieces together.
Yeah, and we have some great pieces over there in the Maryland area that have really helped us out with that. Without a village, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it takes a collective effort.
See, I look up and down the Maryland roster, like the Maryland South roster. Like for instance, you've got your guards. You've got Malik Leatherbury and you've got Malik Leatherbury and Jaden Hudson. You've got Jace Hudson, the electric wing scorer. You've got Antoine Wilson, who can pour on the buckets, and then you've got Bryson Coleman, the big man.
Oh man, hey, listen, we like Bryson.
Yeah, he's a great prospect.
I'm gonna tell you who we can't forget about. We can't forget about that kid from Salisbury, Tyler Ball.
Tyler Ball, yeah, he can ball. Yeah, from the Salisbury school, yeah.
From Salisbury. Jalen DeShields, Antoine Wilson, Bryant Waters, Malik
Brian from Parkside.
Davon Chandler, Tyler Ball,
David Chandler. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to exclude anyone, but it's just such a stacked list of good names.
Yeah. Do you pronounce it Zakai Smullen?
Zakai Smullen, yeah, I believe so.
Jace Hudson, Bryson Coleman. I mean, 10 players, 10 dogs.
That's a squad right there. I would put that squad of 10 Maryland basketball players against just about anyone in the country.
I mean, you couldn't find a better list. Of course,
They fit together too. They're like an actual basketball team. Like I was saying, you have the parts, you have the guards, the wings, the scorers, and the bigs.
Yeah. So there is a lot of players that we understand that are deserving to be on this list.
You just had to make it fit.
We just encourage everybody to come out and support the players that did get selected. Come out and root for Maryland. Rep your city.
No, I've been cut from teams before. I know it's hard, but like it is what it is. It's all about putting the good product out there and representing for your hometown and seeing who putting the good show on.
Right, and then let's talk about the Maryland North team. So this roster comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
Which would be Wednesday. And we got Nate Ford.
Yeah, big guy from Queen Anne's.
Garrett Hemingway.
Okay.
Kobe Enos. Markel Chestnut.
Okay.
Kai Brooks. Nazir Pope.
Nice.
We like that guy, Jai Roy.
Jai Roy. He's got a D1 scholarship offer to, I believe, for football to, I forget what school it is. It's in the MAC conference. Akron, I want to say.
Wow, nice,
I
nice.
it's either Akron or Toledo. Akron or Toledo.
Okay, so then we got Marshall Bailey, and then we got Anthony Hughes. Like,
Yeah.
so we got again another star-studded 10 from the north.
That's going to be
Ready to,
an epic game.
and let me tell you, when you go up north, those kids get bigger, man.
Yeah, there's something in the water up North Shore.
Hey, listen, those guys are 6 foot. I mean, they look like they're all football players. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
like
huge.
Queen Anne's County is just churning at Queen Anne's County and Easton just churns out like big dudes who are athletic.
Oh my God! And we watched that Queen Anne team play a couple times.
Queen
The Kent
Anne's is
Island
really
team
nice
play.
this year. They're to talk about. I was talking about the Wycomico, like Decatur and Bennett all being in the mix for a state title this year. But Queen Anne's is, don't sleep on Queen Anne's. They're like 20-1, I think, led by KJ Smothers too.
Yeah, yeah, they are phenomenal. So, like I said, we do want to encourage all of our kids that when these registrations come out, the Ballers Classic's a real thing. I mean, you went last year.
Yeah, it's super
you have,
cool.
you have any input about your experience or anything? Or
No, it was a lot of fun. I think you made the right adjustments to make it even better. I'm not saying it was bad or it was excellent last year, but I think you took it to another level this year.
yeah, yeah, and that's what we're aiming for. We will have a coaches row this year. We got quite a bit of coaches coming that we're not going to list or talk about, but they will be in the building evaluating some of our nice talent. What we've learned in the past is that sometimes Delaware, Lower Sussex kids and Eastern Shore kids don't get looked at or don't get recruited as often or as frequent as we would like. And that's not a knock to their talent because they're super talented. And we want to create more opportunities for those kids to get recognition moving forward. So this is what the Ballers Classic is about. It's not just a basketball game.
Yeah.
It's a basketball game with opportunities and options. So come, play hard, put on, and we were praying that some of these college coaches that are coming will have a great conversation with you and you can strive forward in making some post-grad adjustments to, where you're going to go and reside for the next 4 years. So
Absolutely, because you see, I know for a fact, like we said, Jai Roy has that football offer, and Bryson Coleman has a bunch of football offers. But David Chandler's like an intriguing, and Jaden Hudson's a basketball player. There's big time college talent that is going to be here.
yeah, yep, and we want to encourage our kids.
Antoine Wilson just got an
everybody-
offer to UMES for basketball.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we just seen that. He just did his tour not too long ago, and like we trying to tell all the kids when we get them in front of us, everybody's not a D1. Everybody's not a D2.
Yeah, you find
everybody's not a
yourself
D3.
fit and get a good education somewhere and come back home.
Absolutely,
Do good.
absolutely. Don't sleep on JUCOs, man. I'm
Yeah.
just looking at Delaware Tech in Wilmington. Dickie Rago, they just won their championship. Those kids got rings. I mean, and then out of that, opportunities birth where kids have a chance and opportunity to play at a D3, D2, or D1 after JUCO. So,
Yeah.
we want to encourage all of our athletes to keep driving hard, digging your heels in. Academics in school first. You can't do college basketball without doing college.
Yeah, exactly. College, put the college in college basketball.
Absolutely. The GPAs and those SAT scores are super important to us. Moving forward after this year, we got criteria and more academic structure falling into play where if you want to participate in the Ballers Classic, the hope is in the future that we're getting our kids that we can put in front of D2 college coaches that do qualify with 3.2s and 3.4s, 3.5s and
Yeah,
above.
you gotta make sure the kids have the grades. That definitely.
They got to have the grades. I mean, it's one thing to be athletic, but to be athletic and academically
Scholar
excelling,
athlete is the term. Yeah.
it's a big deal. And I just look at and I praise and I applaud your football programs and your lacrosse programs in Maryland because your kids are getting opportunities. Your track programs, and you know what? Those kids. Look at Amanda Ballard last year. Her GPA was through the roof.
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Stephen Decatur High School football GPA. I want to say, don't quote me on this, but I think 30 of the 36 kids made honor roll this year. It's
You can't
just
listen.
kids are
You
succeeding.
can't beat that.
kids are succeeding academically with the good community leaders we have, running the ship these days.
And you know what happens beyond that when they get in front of those college coaches? Those college coaches don't have to talk about effort.
Yeah.
They don't have to talk about.
They don't have to teach them the fundamentals. They can teach them high-level basketball stuff.
Understanding the intricacies of the X's and O's at the next
level.
level.
Yeah, like they're supposed to, like the high-level stuff.
Yep. So like it's more than basketball. It's more than a sport. It's more than a game.
Yeah.
And we want to preach
it
that.
All meshes together.
That. Education first, man. You got it.
All right, cool. So do you have any other, I guess, like questions, topics, or anything you want to talk about? Tell us a bit about the expo. I don't think we've really talked about that.
So the expo starts at 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's an eclectic group of vendors who are going to be able to offer information, resources, and networking that will help impact our community and our kids immediately. I'm just going to list a few that are coming. Like the Army National Guard will be there, the Air Force, State Police, Department of Corrections, like mental health, Sun Behavior Health, Pathways to Success. Can't forget Olsen Son. You guys are going to be in the building. We have a life insurance company coming, credit, debt repair, sports recruiters. We're going to talk about substance abuse. The Divine Nine, all the Greeks, they're going to be in the building from the HBCUs. And the goal is to get an eclectic group in, not just for the sake of doing it, but be able to help our kids in our community propel and excel. It's just an opportunity for anybody have a career path, anybody, want to do something that's beyond college. College isn't going to work for every kid. What is beyond college? The Vendors Expo is called Journeys, Pathways, and Alternative Solutions.
Yeah, everyone will figure out their own way to contribute and make a difference.
And this will be a good jumpstart to helping some of our kids and some of our community advocates navigate through a space that they might not be familiar with. Sussex Tech's adult education is coming. They have an after-school program or a night program that basically teaches career path, whether that's auto diesel, auto body, criminal justice. Like if you want to learn a trade and you don't know where to start, and in terms of a skill set that doesn't require you to, have a lot of years of college, we're possibly going to have a couple of, electricians in the building and a couple of contractors in the building that can, create some internship possibilities. And they have great programs down here too, where a contractor or a roofer might say, hey, listen, what we're going to do is we're going to pay out of our pocket for you to have education on how to run electrical wire, how to do concrete.
Good example. And, very good example.
Create opportunities. And look at what you're doing with media and podcasting and networking. Like if any kid comes to your table, I encourage you to data pool A, get first, last name, and email. Ask them, can you reach out to them? And then listen, if a young kid wants to come up and say, hey, can you teach me how to do this? What are you going to say?
I'm going to say, yeah, of course. Like I want to,
of course.
Do you want to write blogs for me or maybe down the road or something of that? I want to open doors for kids.
Open doors and have that open door policy available. And then, like I said, right now, I don't know how it is in Ocean City, but Rehoboth, if you don't go to college, the consensus is you got to do retail. You got to go to a restaurant. Or you got to try to get into the medical field.
It is like that.
Or the last opportunity is you got to be a car salesman.
It is like that.
The options of job employment aren't through the roof. Now I've done retail my whole life. Yeah. I love it. It wasn't like work for me, but for some kids coming out of high school, retail is going to be like a limited thing for them. They're going to want to do it for a while. They're not going to want to do it forever. So
exactly.
We got to create more sustainable opportunities for our kids, so that when the time comes for them to literally grow up and be responsible,
develop opportunities for around the area. Good stuff.
Yeah,
all right. That'll generally wrap things up. We're about 20 minutes. Do you want any other shout outs or acknowledgments or any of the other topics you want to talk about?
Hey, listen, well, anybody who supports positivity and going UP, the direction up, we advocate for you. We appreciate you guys and appreciate what you're doing for your communities and for the kids, and keep doing what you guys are doing. And in the meanwhile, if you have a chance, March 25th at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. to come out and check and see what we have going on. The price is $20, and it covers all 6 games. So if you come the last game, you're still going to have to pay $20.
Yeah, I got you. It's a
So
day
we encourage
The
everybody.
only option is the day pass, so you might as well come early.
Yeah, the $20 is the fee. It's the day pass. We kick off the day with the 8th grade elite, which that 8th grade team from Maryland is pretty serious. Looking forward to seeing those kids play and then seeing what they can do in high school at the next level next year. We're excited. We're fired up. We appreciate Maryland's zeal and passion and energy to be positive and work with us to make this event possible. And if it wasn't for guys like you and guys like Bobby Brown and, Sean Tucker and, Ryan Waters and all the other great BJ Miller, all the other great guys, and Mrs. B, the courtside with Mrs. B, with Coach B from Wahai. If it wasn't for you collective effort, man, Amanda Ballard's mom, like we've been calling, man, and they've been picking up, and they said, man, we'll help you guys out. We'll help you guys develop, and get these Maryland kids on board because we like the opportunities that we're creating. Know this moving forward, like the Ballers Classic and Making Difference never charges the kids to participate in any of these events.
It's all about
it's free of charge. We try to give them a
kids.
photo shoot. We try to give them exposure. We're going to try to create as many highlight films as we can today. And then opportunities will come where courtside by Coach B, where if you want a profile made, she's going to be able to help you navigate through that space.
That's
media
really
guys
cool.
such as yourself getting that exposure and getting in front of the camera. 47 ABC News, Brandon Bossert and company, hats off. They've done a phenomenal job at giving us media coverage for the last couple of years, and we can't thank them enough. But other than that, our Delaware and Maryland, you guys have been great, and can't wait to see you guys at the Ballers Classic 2023. Oh, food trucks.
Food trucks, yeah.
Authentic Mexican. Fat Vinny's cheesesteaks.
Cool.
We got street corn. We got Uncle B's barbecue. Dessert trucks, fracture prune.
That sounds awesome.
We got flipping waffles. We got a healthy option called Bountiful Bowls, which is like
something for everyone.
Something for everyone. We have a young lady in the lobby. She has a company called Sweet Dips. She's going to sell reduced prices. It supports breast cancer awareness. She's surviving through breast cancer now. She's going to be selling like some sweet dips, like pretzels dipped in chocolate, strawberries dipped in chocolate. Economical, doesn't cost a lot. We just want you guys to come enjoy yourself. Addicted to Success, King's Closet. They're going to be there selling merchandise, promoting their brand, promoting positivity, and possibly if any kids go up there and they want to know how to be an entrepreneur and how to sell clothes, they'll be in the vendor lobby. Zach Kaufman, good friend of mine, will be singing in the lobby. We got a live DJ in the lobby. And don't let me forget, Sussex Tech versus South Dorchester Drumline.
Yeah, that's going to be cool too.
That's going to be cool. So Rucker Park meets NCAA meets the Ballers Classic. Welcome to the big
Ballers
show.
Classic. Can't wait for it again. That's March 25th. The expo opens at 9. The first tip-off's at 9:45. The Ballers Classic, folks. You don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for joining the show. I'm Rob West and Making a Difference Coalition. We look forward to the Ballers Classic.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.